What's up, guys? Thanks for joining the podcast. We're pumped to have you here hanging out with us. Today is another episode of Big Man Problems, where myself, Nate, and my boy Zach, the owners of the Iron Fortress Gym, get together, roast each other, talk training, and get into all sorts of other ridiculous topics. If you've been following along or you're new to the podcast, please like, share, and subscribe to help us build our audience. We really appreciate all of the support. Want to let you know that this episode is brought to you by the ironfortressgym.com. Needing help with your training, want to get healthier and get stronger, go there, contact them, aka us, and we can help you out. If you're looking for some sweet and frosty merch, you can go there, check out their hats, backpacks, t-shirts, hoodies, all sorts of other cool stuff. Use code IFG for 20% off at checkout. Without further ado, let's get to the show.
The barbell, by comparison to any previously existing tool, is almost a miracle.
And we're live.
If you could speak any language besides English, what would it be?
Spanish.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a good call.
I mean, for me, it's an easy call.
Makes sense. I think for anybody, I mean, we border Spanish-speaking countries, or a Spanish-speaking country.
Mine is just that I really want to know what my parents were getting me for Christmas.
Yeah. Well, they spelled in front of you for like a lot longer.
No.
Yeah.
It was so frustrating. We'd be in the van in the gold Econoline Ford van.
Ford Econoline.
And it had the extended roof on the top, and the TV was up there.
Oh.
Yeah. I could hook up my N64 to it.
Did you?
Yeah. On trips, when we go on long trips, I'd bring my game system and hook the little auxiliary cables in it, and booyakasha.
What was that?
From Ninja Turtles.
What'd you say?
Booyakasha.
Never heard that. Booyakasha.
It's fine. My turtle fans out there will know.
You turtle heads?
Turtle heads. That is a great fan name. I wonder if they did that.
They should have.
Dude, I think they say TMNT, but
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, but dude, turtle heads is way better. Yeah, but I'd throw some video games, dude, on that TV.
Yeah. Just
friggin' rock it in the captain chair in the back.
Oh, man. And those were comfy chairs.
Oh, dude, I would get the most insane naps in those things.
Guaranteed, because they reclined.
Mm-hmm. All the way.
The most insane naps. That's so funny. I tried to take a nap in one time. Should have told this story. Actually, Todd might have told this story. But we were in high school, and the Carney van was like that. You all talked about that. It was like a similar setup, but the TV was on the floor. I don't think it had the full higher roof thing, but it's still pretty flippin' tall. Well, I ate a barn buster in 3 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
And I needed to go lay down for a minute, and I went and laid down. But then all my friends, like, they both stood on, like, either sides of the van on the running boards and just shook me for, like, 10 minutes.
Okay.
Because I wasn't going to get up.
Great friends.
Yeah, good times, man.
Great friends. Great van. But we'd be driving in there, and like at Christmas time, they'd start talking about like Christmas shopping, because we'd all be going maybe like so that way all of us kids could pick up.
I forgot why you brought this up, but yeah, sorry.
Yeah, and then they'd start talking in Spanish.
None of you speak Spanish?
Well, my oldest two sisters, like Alex is pretty much fluent, but I say that I think there's things that she doesn't know how to say, but when they're talking in Spanish, she understands everything they say. And I didn't have that, so they could just sit up there and talk about.
Who's the smartest sibling?
It's probably a toss-up between my two oldest sisters. It's probably between Alex and Victoria.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You being political here because they listen?
No, I mean,
Will you tell me
if we're just going by like ACT scores,
okay. Well, what does that mean?
that's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know what criteria to go by. I would say in general, like it's them.
Okay. In general, what does that mean?
Well, it just like like school smart.
For such
book smart.
For such a big man,
Mm-hmm.
you do a lot of tiptoeing.
I'm not tiptoeing.
You tiptoeing.
On what?
I think you want to tell me something.
No, I don't. I mean, I would say in front of them that I'm
little grin.
I'm not a dumb guy, but I'm definitely more street smart than they are.
Street smart?
Yeah. I think I definitely have a higher like common sense.
Okay. So
general.
when you say street smart, you mean like just world smart? Like
no, I mean I think street smart a little bit.
Like how much a kilo of Coke's going for, that sort of thing.
Well, I mean, I probably at one point in time I knew. Seen a lot of it dealt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rough life.
No.
Just gravel roads.
Just short periods of time.
Just short periods of time. That's funny.
Just little bursts.
Would you rather be like what's like unreal low body fat percentage where like you're still healthy but like walking around you look crazy? Was that like 12%?
Yeah, I mean any of the teens. Are you just saying
nuts.
for you and I specifically? Or?
No, I'm saying for just like a person. Like you're not stage ready, but you're just like
15's pretty crazy. I think you're looking pretty good at 15.
Would you rather be 12% body fat at like 235, but have to start over with all your strength, or be exactly as strong as you are now, but just like have like a natural progression that people think you're on steroids, like you just hit like a crazy amount of strength?
Man, like I'm real tempted to take the first one.
Yeah, that's
because I could get stronger off of that,
Well, and also like it doesn't matter how strong you are because you look like a Greek god.
Yeah.
Because at 235, well, you'd be pretty skinny at 235.
I'd be pretty skinny.
Where do you think you stop being skinny for your frame? Because at 275, you weren't like
260, 270s is where I stopped being like, oh, he's like skinny.
I wonder what 250 would look like.
Probably pretty close. I mean, that might be in there.
But also, man, you know what? I never really thought of.
Because I could just at 235 at 12%, I could just hop on gear anyway.
That's
and
true.
then get stronger,
But at 235 at 12% body fat, don't take this wrong, but you've never had that amount of muscle mass at that low of a weight. Mm-hmm. So you might not be skinny there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like a high amount of muscle mass.
Yeah, I mean at my height.
Yeah, you're pretty tall.
So it might be, I don't know.
235 skinny.
Yeah, I'd be. I mean, I would look probably better. I would probably look pretty crazy. I mean, because 235 on like 6'4".
Would you be tempted to be a bodybuilder?
Maybe.
At 12%?
I mean, yeah, it's tough because I'm like, if I was in my 40s, probably.
Yeah.
If I was like early 40s, I would go, yeah, I'm switching.
Switching her up.
Switching it up. You hear that?
Yeah. It's the first Wednesday of the month.
First Wednesday of the month, dude.
Tornadoes come on the first Wednesday and we're screwed.
You think that's ever happened?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I think statistically, though, it doesn't really happen in the day, like the early morning. I don't know if I'm right about that, but I feel that.
No, that's a good point. When do tornadoes happen?
Somebody told me once, like, they don't happen during the rains. Like, they can, but, like, generally speaking, it like, if it's raining, you're in the clear. But, I mean, the rain can stop at any moment, too, so.
Interesting.
You know?
Yeah.
Would you rather be who you are right now, or pretty close? Like you're a year or two away from pro card status in strongman
Okay.
at 5'11".
That's tough. I think I would take the other. I think I would go. I cut some height.
Really?
Yeah.
5'11"?
Yeah.
Be a little guy.
I mean, it's not a little guy technically. I mean, in the scheme of things.
And that's what you'd have to say the rest of your life.
Yeah. But I mean,
could you take your head being that close to Jimmy's head?
I mean, it's still like a foot away.
He could headbutt you in the chin.
It's still like.
I bet he could.
Still like 7 inches away.
How tall does he say he is? Does he say 5'8"?
Well, he didn't correct anybody he didn't correct me when I said 5'8".
Really?
When I first met him. Yeah, because I was like, he's around there.
He's around there. Yeah. But that's on you. I wouldn't correct you either.
Yeah. I was like, what are you, like 5'8"?
And he's like, nice weather.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a great time of year.
Yeah, one of the guys, he's just a friend of somebody that we like play video games with, and he was saying the other night, he was just making like Mexican jokes or whatever,
sure,
and it was funny. And somebody brought up like Nate's a big guy, dude. Like you need to take it easy or whatever. And he's like, I'm a big guy, and they're like, yeah, you're like 350, like body weight, and he's 5'4".
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm a big guy.
I had no idea. Like, I had no idea of his size or anything like that. So when he said 5'4", I laughed. Because I thought, we were all joking around. Like, I thought it was a joke. And he was like, they were like, no, he's really 5'4".
350?
Mm-hmm.
That's tough.
Yeah, and he said his dad's like 5'6".
So for perspective, like...
his dad's an inch taller than Jimmy.
An inch taller. I knew a kid in college, Justin Hendricks was his name.
Mm-hmm. Jimi Hendrix' son.
Yeah.
His dad's name was Jimmy?
No.
Oh, that would have been crazy.
Yeah, right. He was like 6'4", like 380. He was friggin' huge, and both of his parents were like 5'7". And like small people at 5'7". Genetics are so weird.
Got like a blindside situation going on there. It was adopted. He's a giant black kid.
Go on.
So was that the situation?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, he's clearly not their child.
What? Why?
It's adopted?
No.
Okay. Well,
but
my theory's out the window.
I want you to talk more about that, though.
Oh, how that whole thing was staged?
Yeah. I think he sued those people. The Tuohys. Probably shouldn't speak on that unless I know.
That was their last name?
Yeah, I think it was Leanne Tuohy.
I've never seen the movie.
Oh, really?
Mm-mm.
That was the second time Tim McGraw was a football dad.
Nice.
First time was a better movie, Friday Night Lights.
Oh, yeah.
Solid flick.
Yeah, solid.
Do you know any quotes from that movie?
Mm-mm.
We should watch it. This is a segment I've talked to you about before. I think we should watch a movie that we've seen before. We can hit all the action movies or whatever and just do a 15-minute like
breakdown,
recap. Did
make
it hold
fun
up?
of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just like, I really think did it hold up is like a big one.
Yeah.
Because I was watching something the other day. I don't remember what it was. Oh, I do remember. It was the original like Charlton Heston Planet of the Apes.
Oh yeah, dude, that's been
that was before
that
we
was
were born.
That's old school, yeah.
And I mean, the first time I watched it, it didn't hold up like CGI wise or whatever. But there's a scene. It's like the opening scene where they're like going through space, and you're seeing like stars go past the screen or whatever, and it's like Windows 94 screensaver. Like it's, do you know what I mean by that? It's just like so bad.
Yeah.
But back in the day, they were probably like, "Are they really in space?"
Yeah.
It was funny too because Charlton Heston's character is just this cowboy astronaut.
Oh,
Those are my words.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like sitting behind the helm as everybody's asleep, smoking a cigar.
Mm.
And he like ashes it and just sets it on the ledge. And I'm like, yeah, you would do that for sure in an enclosed space like that. And there's a scene, I kind of want to bring it up. Like, I literally want to pause the podcast to show you this scene.
They're in space when he's smoking?
Yeah. And everybody else is asleep. They're in their like chambers or whatever. I kind of want to show you the scene where when they crash land, one of the guys puts an American flag in the soil, and he does this like Joaquin Phoenix Joker laugh that will haunt my dreams. It was so bizarre.
What were they trying to do, you think?
I have not the slightest idea.
Okay.
It was so weird.
Wow.
I'll show it to you later, just to make you feel uneasy.
I know I've seen it in like some of the scenes that I remember seeing it. I was like, because doesn't he fall in love with the ape chick?
It's always weird. There's definitely a love interest there, and I understand why, because she doesn't speak a lick of English.
Smoking hot.
And she's smoking hot and just real dumb, and just what you want in a woman.
Right, for sure.
You know, just doesn't bump her gums.
Doesn't talk back. Knows how to make a sweet banana bread.
Oh, she could probably climb that tree and get a stalk of bananas that would knock your socks off. You know?
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
Oh, for sure. I guarantee you there's all sorts of recipes that she knows where they're like...
Yeah, rock stew. She probably, you know, she's never worn shoes.
That's true.
That's
got
hot.
a set of feet on her.
Got a real set of phalanges on her.
Hard worker.
A real set of metatarsals on her.
A real hard... Look, this is all you need, okay?
Calloused big toes, guaranteed it.
A can-do attitude.
Yeah, can survive attitude.
And
I mean, would understand when you had to discipline her. She'd appreciate it. Do you know what I mean? She wouldn't like it, but she'd really appreciate you.
Right.
Just the dream woman.
Yeah. Language barrier.
Simpler time. That is funny, though. All that's a joke, by the way. I don't want women like that. Unless that's your thing.
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm going to back out of this.
Sure. Sure.
I'm going to do that Homer Simpson meme where I just walk back into the hedges.
Yeah, you just slither back into the hedges, just disappear.
It is funny, though, because that's like the time frame where a man would like act like he was going to backhand a woman.
Yeah.
And then that was just like commonplace.
Yeah.
Like the we've talked about this, but that Sean Connery and like Barbara Walters.
Yeah.
And it's like a couple decades past that, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll raise my hand to a woman." He's like, just no nonsense about it. They never canceled him.
Yeah.
Did they?
I don't think so.
I think they just. I think you can just look at a dude and be like, "We can't bark up that tree."
No.
Because also he might just double down.
Yeah, he would. He'd be like, okay,
Yeah.
who cares? What are you going to do? Take away, $60 million?
Oh, dude,
bank?
he's got to be.
Just $60 million cash?
He's got to be like super caked. This is freaking 007, man.
Yeah.
He's kind
a bunch of times.
He's kind of on that Chuck Norris level. I'm not sure why. Like, I guess he was just too old, but he's been in a ton of crap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even when he was older, he was still
cranking them out. He kind of was like that Liam Neeson character before Liam Neeson. Like,
he just didn't let it get that far.
Or they did. I don't know. Liam Neeson just like hit late. I mean, he was always popular.
Well, I'm saying like he's put out like 19
Taken
Netflix movies that are taken but just not taken.
Yeah, Taken 87.
Yeah,
I will find you. Did you ever watch League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
Yeah.
It's kind of an awful movie that I love.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah, I don't remember did it get crapped on back in the day.
You know, I don't know. I don't recall. Also, it was that time frame where like the internet was definitely a thing.
Yeah.
But it wasn't as full of trolls, I feel like.
Yeah.
Or I wasn't aware of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think trolls probably existed from day one.
Yeah, but I feel like everybody turned into that.
Yeah.
Where it's just
Yes.
like, they were like, I want my comment to get the most likes, so what's the most egregious thing I can say?
Right. Well, and, it's rewarded. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, I mean,
Mhm.
they designed it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But, another one kind of in that same vein, but, like, not, is Watchmen.
Mm.
Did you ever watch that one?
Mm-hmm.
That one gets pretty gnarly. It's very gory.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like it. It's kind of a jam.
I've seen it, but I only saw it one time. I don't remember it very well.
You probably shouldn't watch it multiple times, but I've probably seen it like 8 times.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. It's something about. So I do like superhero flicks,
Mhm.
obviously, but that one's better because it's like actual storyline. There's like corruption.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I didn't get into that. Did you ever watch The Boys? The
Mm-mm.
Boys on.
Mm-mm.
I
hear
watched,
people talking about it all the time.
I watched a
but
few episodes. I couldn't like really get into it, but what I liked about it is like, oh, these are corruptible people
Mm-hmm.
with superpowers,
Mm-hmm.
and also there's a giant corporation behind them that's like pulling strings.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm.
In that one, I think there's like a governing body of these. It's like a corporation,
Mm-hmm.
and they basically sell these superheroes to these cities. You know what I mean? Like, you need the protection of Captain Falcon.
That's
you know?
crazy.
Yeah, and then it's all like PR stuff, and
Huh.
but then I think they send them to like do hit jobs and stuff like that.
Wow.
I don't know. It's pretty cool. Also very violent.
Yeah, I hear everybody talking about it, and they're like, you should watch it. And I'm like, yeah, maybe. I don't know. There's too many things.
It's like I gotta get caught up on Bonanza.
Yeah, dude.
We should start, me and you. We could do this. We could get our tens of listeners to stand behind this.
Okay.
Get a petition going. Bonanza remake.
Oh, dude, I've
We could
been wanting that for years.
really.
Yeah.
Who would you recast as Hoss? Would you go no name? Would you go no names with all of them?
I don't know. I've thought about this a bunch. Like, I thought of like big names. I don't know. I've thought about it a lot. It's tough
You
because
may have to pull up the cast so when you start talking about this, I can, because you know way more about this than I do.
Well, yeah. I mean, it would be doable, but it's tough. I would have to have somebody else do it. You know,
Why?
Because it's just tough for me to imagine anybody else in their roles. You know, I don't know.
So what are you recasting everybody? That's the first thing.
Yeah, I mean, you have to.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the guy? Hoss?
Yeah.
Hoss Cartwright. What's his real name?
Dan Blocker.
I don't see him on here.
Oh, he's there.
It's a Bonanza, right?
Mm-hmm. Bonanza.
Ray Teal, Bob Miles, Bing Russell, Victor Sean Young.
Those are all the wrong names. Those are nobody's the right person there.
Oh, really?
Is that the Ponderosa? Is that like they did like one show remake, which was like the kids, and I think it only had like a season. That might be what that's from, but no, that's none of
I'll go to IMDb.
Yeah. Should be Michael Landon, Lauren Green, Pernell Roberts, and Dan Blocker.
Is this guy in it?
That's Michael Landon. That's Little Joe.
Oh, he was also what was
Little
that
House on the
movie?
Prairie. He was the dad.
Yeah. He was also in a movie where he was an angel or a show.
Highway to Heaven.
Highway to Heaven.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing I ever remember, I used to watch this at my grandma's house
I've not seen hardly any of that show.
in the basement, and I remember a fight scene, and some dude hits him, and he turns. I love this. Yeah, I can't wait for your reaction. He turns and smiles at him, and he says, "Turn the other cheek,"
Oh gosh.
and backhands him. Oh yeah, there we go. Lauren Green, Michael Landon, Dan Blocker. That's Hoss. Eric
This is
Hoss Cartwright.
Yep.
You knew that.
Yep.
I feel like you got to start with Hoss. That feels like, I know he's like not really the main.
Yeah.
I think he's the guy people remember. Am I wrong?
No, I mean, he was a lot of people's favorite character. I mean, he might be the majority of people's favorite character.
Give me like 3 bullet points about his as a character, who he is in the show.
So in the show,
is
he's
dependable, that sort of stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean, maybe Little Joe's the only one that's kind of not dependable, but they're all dependable. It's like
Little Joe.
Yeah, so Haas is of course, the big dude, and I think his whole thing is I'm a lover, not a fighter. Mm. But if you bring it out in me, I'll destroy this whole town.
Oh, okay.
Is kind of his thing. He's the one that always is when there's a problem with a horse or there's other issues, he's the guy that takes care of them.
Night.
What?
Dan Blocker was in 415 episodes of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He was in
Lauren Green was 430.
He died. Dan Blocker died. Dan Blocker died right before they started the 14th season.
Probably in 1973.
And yeah, he died right before they did the 14th season, and they had written episodes for him for those first episodes, and then Michael Landon did them instead because Haas wasn't there, and they were it's just not working. They didn't even finish the 14th season. They only did half.
These names that I read from the other search, they're on here too, though.
Are they?
Yeah, this Victor Sean Young.
Are they just extras?
108 episodes. His name in the show, this Asian man, was Hop Singh.
Yeah, that's their cook.
Okay.
Yeah, Hop Singh's their cook.
I said Victor Sean Young, and you were that's not right.
I didn't know his name.
That's funny. Ray Teal, Sheriff Roy Coffey.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Martha Some of these just say townswoman and townsman.
Mm-hmm.
But
they're
in 100 episodes.
Yeah, they had so many people that they reused.
It's wild that you don't get a real name in the show at 100 episodes.
There were so many people, man, that were just you'll see them over the seasons, off and on. They just come back as a good guy. Now he's a bad guy.
Could they remake? So you're gonna make this for a 2023 audience.
Yeah, they could definitely make it gritty. A gritty western.
Would you, or would you make it a funny thing? Because it's going to lose a lot if it's funny.
No, but there's a lot of hilarious episodes in there. They did they would do just humorous episodes, but it's more of a. I mean, for its time, it was more violent and more the topics were way more gritty and controversial and stuff than any other show.
Gotcha.
Because they would do intense crap. I mean, there's stuff in there where even now I'm wow.
Yeah.
All
right, I'm going to write this. I'm going to take 5 more minutes to talk about this because people are bored to tears probably.
Okay. I've never been more excited on a podcast.
You're not going to be.
I'm kidding. You're going to ruin this. I'm not. You can't. I'm not. You can't do this, dude. You don't know the characters at all.
All right. The opening credits roll.
Okay.
And cut to the USS Bonanza.
Okay. It's a ship?
It's a interstellar ship. Our 20-year mission.
I already shut it off.
hold on.
No, TV's turned off.
Our 20-year mission is to seek out new civilizations and colonize them.
Okay. Well, that's our.
And hold on, it's going to get better. And because of the way that space travel works, and just for efficiency, we have to take horses. There's a stable in the USS Bonanza, and when they go to new terrain, they hop on their trusty steeds.
Okay.
And they get into new shenanigans every week. And Haas, let's say he's played by John C. Reilly.
Okay. All right.
And the dad character, what's his name? Bill Cartwright? Ben. He's going to need to be a little older.
Yeah.
We can go with oh man, I need a good one for that one. That's going to make or break us.
It's already over. It's already been broken. So
you have no imagination, sir.
It needs to be a Western, not space cowboys.
It's a space Western. It's a interstellar spaghetti Western. Yeah, dude, this could go. Help me, and don't be such a naysayer. Look, if I made it bad, help steer it back to right, and don't ever cough in the mic.
It's
like
over.
That.
I couldn't control that. All right, that one was a weird one.
That was just out of disgust.
Listen, I can't get behind this. I'm not gonna. It can't be a spaghetti Western.
Isn't that what Bonanza is?
No.
Kinda.
No.
Well,
it's not that at all.
I'm getting tired on the inside because of all your negativity.
It's not a spaghetti Western. It's not like that.
There's no hints of that. There's no like a black hat rides into town and Hoss and the boys need to tend to him. Need to ruffle some feathers, get him out of here, because he's trying to make time with.
Not really.
He's trying to make time with Miss Kitty.
Not really.
Down there at the saloon.
No.
You're telling me
it's more.
No
it's
guy
not,
rides into town.
It's not like that.
Kicking up a fuss. No degenerate in a black hat rides into town kicking up a fuss.
I regret letting you do this. I regret letting you.
Kicking up a fuss. Just spitting in the spittoon and missing on purpose. And spurs rattle as they walk through the swinging saloon doors.
Not a lot of spurs.
You're kidding.
Nope.
Is there swinging saloon doors?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All wood floors, I assume.
Yeah.
Like a saloon.
Yeah.
Are there women in those, like, what are those called? I'm going to say this. You may have to bleep it out. But just when you think of old Western whores, there's women wearing that.
Yeah. I mean, there's saloon girls, like they're in those like super like loud dresses.
Yeah.
There's not anybody really like super ever scantily clad, really.
There's no cleavage?
Not really. Maybe a little bit, but not really.
Okay. Well, that'll change in our remake.
Okay.
We're gonna spice it up.
You're destroying this. You're destroying this entire franchise.
I bet they said the same thing. To Rembrandt and to Da Vinci and to Thomas Kincaid when they were trying to create art.
We need to switch topics because I'm getting enraged. I'm starting to get
engorged.
I'm in a glass case of emotion right now.
Okay, we'll revisit this sometime off air, but we could create it doesn't have to be in space. I was just, dude. Hey, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Right,
okay?
I get it, but
space is really in right now.
I know, but
I'm just trying to let this
not
catch.
for westerns.
What are you talking about? Have you seen The Mandalorian? Space Western.
It's not.
Okay, real quick. Am I wrong about that?
Yeah, but
she came down in a bubble, Doug. I'm going to say that on every episode.
She came down in a bubble, Doug. Yeah, I think it's so fun. That's a hilarious video.
I hope it was real. That had to be real.
It had to. It looked it looked real.
Also, the way his head shakes at the end. Oh man, that dude's never been able to live that down.
Nope.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, especially because it was like they had no idea when whoever posted it that it was going to get.
Yeah, shared, reshared.
That it was going to get 40 million likes.
Oh, dude, you would no number would shock me because everybody reposted it and used that sound and whatever. That's so funny. Wouldn't that be weird? Like that dude, for all intents and purposes, was like famous.
Yeah,
and probably made no money off of it.
They should have started a podcast
called "She Came Down in a Bubble, Doug."
Yeah, Bubble Doug.
Bubble Doug. It's like Charlie Bit My Finger.
Yeah, they should have. I mean, some people did capitalize on that, I guess, but it's crazy because, like, if you look to the early stages of, like memes, when they were just like the funny pictures with words, like some of those people, like, have you seen the one where the girl where like she looks like a psycho? The one where she's got her eyes open real wide and she's like, they would always use it for like girlfriend memes.
No.
And like there was a bunch of them. Well, they did like her like 20 years later because that meme was, it was huge. And like she told the story about the meme or whatever. Somebody had her on a podcast or something. I just saw a clip of it. And it's really weird because she was like, I didn't see anything from it.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, no.
you know,
The internet really evolved into a weird thing.
yeah.
But some people can just do that. You know who I think that is? Who could, like, Riff Raff?
Yeah.
He said it one time, but I think he got his start on one of those dating shows. It was like, I don't know which one was first, but it was like Flavor of Love or whatever. It was Flavor Flav.
Yeah.
And then from that, I think it was I Love New York, because one of the girls on there was New York. And I think Riff Raff was on her episode. He's like the only white guy. And he got kicked off like the first week. And now, like, people know him.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, if you gave me 15 minutes on QVC, I would have made it. Just somebody needed to see me or something like that. It's weird, though. Those people,
Yeah.
like, somehow exist.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy because, I mean, he's probably done well for himself.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you know, as well as Riff Raff can do for himself.
I think what you're saying is he's made a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He got jacked for a while?
Mm.
Or just bigger?
Mm.
I don't know if he ever got jacked.
I haven't followed him that closely.
Really?
Mm-mm.
You're not a Raff head?
Nope. You're not a Raffian?
Raffian. Yeah. Riff Raffian?
Riff Raffian.
Riff Raff is like a funny name, too.
It is good. What's his real name? Do you know?
Raphael Raffindoza?
I don't think that's right.
Peter Schnauzberg.
Schnauzemheiser. Don't.
I just
You're
froze.
looking at like there was a spider on you.
Would you rather eat a spider
Or
or fight a dog-sized scorpion with a spear? Like a Labrador. But I'm talking eat a tarantula.
is it alive?
Yeah.
Ah. That's
I'll say the scorpion has venom, but it's not the kind that could kill you.
just
But it's gonna it hits you in the arm, and it's like you had a stroke. And you know what I mean? You just don't have that arm anymore.
they're so fast.
Yeah, you've got a spear though, so you could keep it away from you. Let's say you're in, Spartan 300 gear. You've got the shield and the spear, or sword. You could go sword because you have a little more. I mean, you got to be closer, but I feel like I'd miss with the spear a lot. You know,
Yeah.
I don't keep up with my bow staff
Skills.
chops.
Yeah, I think I gotta go scorpion on that. Well, like I'm not gonna let's say he catches me in the arm. Let's say I'm not gonna lose it.
No,
Yeah, I'm gonna go scorpion because I mean it's a good story. You know, and I'd rather.
let's say if he hits you though, it's like a vicious scar,
Golly,
which could be cool.
I'm gonna go the scorpion.
It would
Eating
be
a live tarantula just is not.
Yeah. Now on the bright side, it's only alive after the first bite, or before the first bite. You know.
Yeah, I gotta go scorpion on that. I don't know why the other one's just not.
Not doing it for you.
The other one's just I gotta go. I'd rather have a fighting chance. You know.
I mean, you have a fighting chance with the tarantula. What
For
are you
sure.
talking about?
For sure. I just.
I mean, a scorpion, like a dog-sized scorpion, that's a tough bout, sir.
Yeah, it definitely. Yeah, it is. But I feel like if
Can they bite, or is it just a stinger?
I don't know.
Because there is an option where you grab the stinger. You bum rush it with the shield. Maybe it hits the shield. You grab.
I feel like if I can block his first hit, it's over. If I have a spear,
Yeah, dude.
because then I can come down from up top and just go right through him. You know.
I don't know how thick the armor is going to be if it's Labrador size. Because don't they have like an exoskeleton?
Yeah, that might be brutal.
I'm not saying that's the wrong choice. I'm just saying
Buckle
that's
up.
a rough day.
Buckle up.
You're calling in the rest of the day.
Yeah, I mean for both of them, I'm calling in.
I don't know. I think you'd get a lift in after you ate the tarantula.
It just depends.
Depends how much you puked. Plus, I don't know how long. Like, I think one of our old members was telling us, you know how like you've seen this, like a chicken gets its head cut off and keeps running around.
Right.
It's because like really slow metabolisms, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And a snake, after you decapitate it for like 45 minutes, will keep moving. So like you bite a tarantula, it could be wiggling the whole way down. You know, I mean, you'd have to chew it up.
It's just so they're just so thick and meaty. You know, it's just a lot there.
Do you think
they're furry?
You think we've like disenfranchised our audience so much in this conversation? They're just like really grossed out by this.
I don't know. Maybe. I think most of them are thinking what they would do. They're like, I'm going to go scorpion.
Yeah, I think most people are going scorpion on that one.
Yeah.
Because there are some things worse than death.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that one's one, but...
Well, remember what we talked about before on the show, which is, the bigger the scorpion, the less the poison,
Yeah, but there's no scorpions that are Labrador-sized. So we're in a different ball game here.
I don't think he should be poisonous at all if he's Labrador-sized. Just like...
What if it was like a jumbo ray sort of thing? Like a shrink ray flipped in reverse?
Yikes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so then it's like one sting kills you?
Let's say... All right, let's put a little more stakes and then we'll switch. I won't even give you more context after this. Let's say 5 stings is like long-term damage. Doesn't kill you, but long-term.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still going scorpion, but the real gamble is like, I don't know how fast he can strike,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he could hit you with 5. Like,
yeah, if he's just like boom, boom, like if it's like super fast,
yeah,
that's a problem.
There's also a chance though, you put the shield down and run at him, that you could just pancake him into the ground.
I don't know, man.
Your body weight coming down on a shield.
Oh yeah.
It might not kill him, but what if it broke his legs and the fight's out of him? I really do think you grab that stinger and the fight's over.
Yeah, I mean
because you could lift up a Labrador.
No, that's true.
So you pick him up off the ground and just start hitting him against the wall or whatever.
Yeah, unless though he can like still shoot out some venom.
Oh yeah.
And like it gets in your eyes when you're swinging him around.
Yeah, you're gonna have to hold the stinger away from you.
Mm-hmm.
So you're behind him at this point.
Yeah,
gonna have to get some stinger control.
I think if I have a hold of the stinger, I'm grabbing the stinger,
right,
and then like foot on the head.
Yeah, I'm trying
to rip him apart.
Yeah, I'm trying to bend his like spine or whatever the wrong way.
Yeah,
I'm ending it quick.
Scary.
Yeah, I'm not eating a friggin' spider. What's going on here?
I'm not eating a friggin' tarantula. Like the burp?
No, like a combo. We talked a lot of movies.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
That was good.
I like giving you a hard time about stuff.
Yeah, it's great. It's friggin' great.
Let me think of this.
Okay.
This is like alternate reality conversation. Like maybe we have the gym, maybe we don't, but just another version of you. Would you rather like train, you look good and stuff, and you have that job, that like high powered job where you're dressed to the nines every day, like wearing a suit, looking good, but it's like tailored to you, it breathes well, you're like looking good, feeling good, everything. 500,000 a year.
Wow.
Or dirt poor, living off the land.
Mm-hmm.
Can't always make ends meet.
Keep going.
It's like I'm spelling out your dream life anyway. I know which one you're gonna pick.
Keep it going.
But can't grow a beard.
Oh. Oh, okay.
No, that's dumb.
All right.
No, I'm trying to think of one that would be opposite that, because there's a scenario, like I get kind of jealous of guys that like dress up and look good for work.
Yeah.
I mean, part of it's like the whole theme of this podcast is like that just wouldn't work for me.
Right.
I mean, it would cost so much money to get suits that looked like they fit me.
Yeah.
Or to get suits to fit me,
yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Plus, I fluctuate so much that
yeah, same.
be a real problem.
Yeah.
All right.
So what's the opposite? So
Think of a good one.
okay, so you were saying that 500K.
Yeah. And
Did you just realize that I was like the other one was really doing it for me?
I kind of realized that you'd pick anything else. but the other one honestly is a better life, I think. I don't know, 500K, man, how many years you really need to work, you know? For a guy like me or you.
Yeah, that's the thing is like I would do that for, a few years and then do the other.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Okay. I got one. 500K, the whole thing. You're working like 60-hour weeks.
Okay.
You're working.
Right.
But, you've got enough money that you've got an assistant. You've got maybe even like a private chef or something. Like there's a lot of those conveniences that'll make 60 hours like not that big a deal for you. Sure.
Yes.
You have a driver. Or no family.
Okay.
Special forces.
Oh gosh.
Middle of the jungle.
Oh.
Just guns strapped around you.
Dude.
And you have no plans because you don't know.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean?
Oh. You got me on this one.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, there's golly there.
And to be fair, let's say you're high enough up, you're like a E7 or something. I don't know how the special forces work, so someone's just going to rake me over the coals with this. But let's say, all things considered, like your hazard pay and like everything, you're pulling down like 80.
Right.
You're making good money, but
yeah.
You're also like in places where you don't really spend it on anything. You just have you always have a can of Grizzly in your pocket.
Yeah.
And just like candy bars and stuff.
Keep going.
Yeah. You got a pack of smokes when times get tough. You just stay strapped with energy drinks and Snickers bars and chew, and you're just like playing cards at night with the boys around the campfire, and then during the day just swatting insurgents off the map.
Dude, I don't. Oh man, the second one is like.
Hold on.
Sounds so
Hold
right.
on.
Okay.
You have a 12 o'clock business meeting as your high-powered self.
Uh-huh.
And you text your assistant that you need a haircut and a beard lineup, and they come to your office, throw the apron around, like you're just the world is your friggin' oyster.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want a tattoo?
Done.
They come to your office. While you're on calls, they're just doing a 4-hour piece on your lower back.
Lower back?
Well,
I get a tramp stamp in this other.
That's what you've always wanted.
That's not what I've always wanted.
Yeah, dude. You want what was it? It was the dragon, right? The dragon.
Yeah, I wanted to get
popsicle.
I wanted to get the like serpent dragon on my thigh.
Yeah.
On my outer thigh, like chicks get.
Yeah, a bunch of roses.
I want both. Okay.
You can't have both.
I want both. Give me both.
You can't have it.
Okay.
You could do special forces and then try to be Jocko.
90% of the time, I want to be the second one.
Okay.
But the only problem is that I have to pick the first one because you said in the second one I don't have my family.
Right.
So, I mean, even though in the first one I'm not seeing them very much, probably.
Let's say no family on both. Let's just say
okay.
When I said no family with
the second
one, it was more like your boys are your family. Like you're always out there.
Yeah,
you're missing some Christmases.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go the first one. Corporate sellout. That's tough, man. That's so tough. Like the second one is definitely what I'm leaning towards.
Okay,
but I gotta pick the first one. The first one is like, You probably have more options.
Okay, you're you.
Okay.
Living this exact life.
Okay.
You can have one tool, weapon, anything, fictional, non-fictional, just that you can use at your disposal at any time. What is it?
Time machine.
Oh wow, that was quick, and such a good call. But you would totally screw everything up.
Oh, you think so?
Guaranteed. What are you
Well,
gonna do with it?
I know for sure that you would.
I would screw it up.
Yeah.
No, dude, I'm way smarter.
No. You would for sure screw it up.
What
I would
are you
definitely because I can do things in moderation. You know.
What would be the first thing you do?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it, but I'm just saying.
Here we are. We're thinking. So think out loud, baby.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
You challenged me, and now you're backing away.
No, I haven't thought about what I would do with it. I'm just saying if we're going from personality to personality, you would screw it up, and I would use it for dumb stuff probably because I'm like thinking of things. Are we saying that like are we saying like we'd have to use it for like historical changing moments, or would we like?
It's up to you.
Okay, all right.
I mean, it's yours. Because if you'd have been
I thought of the time machine. So
yeah, and then you insulted me.
No, you insulted me first.
Well,
oh,
I suppose there's some validity there.
Yeah.
So you don't know what you'd use it for?
No, because I need to put some serious thought into it.
You could have
chosen
anything.
I can't do that with you.
You could have chosen anything, and you chose the thing that you don't know what you'd do with it.
Well, it doesn't. I know that I have a lot of pretty fantastic options with it.
Like what?
I don't know. All kinds of stuff.
Okay, so it shouldn't be hard to name one. If you don't give me an idea in a couple seconds, the record will show you get Excalibur, and that's it.
No.
Yes.
No, because I thought of time machine.
No.
I get the time machine. No, because I want...
This is pointless if you can't tell me what you're doing with it.
That's not true.
Do you want me to go first?
You didn't ask me what tool would you pick, and then what would you do with it.
Do you want me to go first, and then you could like tell me how dumb I am?
Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
Because you think I'd screw things up, but I know how I wouldn't.
Okay.
I'd only go forward.
Okay.
I'd go forward like minimal amounts. I'm talking like 6 or 8 months. I'd find that next...
Can't you screw stuff up going forward too?
Maybe. But I mean, I don't think so, because I'm not like going back and preventing someone's birth.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I would go forward far enough to see like what cryptocurrency just hit.
Yeah.
And then I would come back and put like $1,000 down on it, and then probably never use the time machine again.
Yeah.
Because that's all I would really want is just like, give me enough bread that I can do this full time.
Yeah, that'd be a good call.
Hey, apologize.
That'd be a good call.
Apologize to me publicly.
No, because I mean, you say that now, but that wouldn't be it.
That wouldn't be it. I would screw everything.
You say that now, but that would not be it, sir.
Because
you'd be like, you know what? I could go back to college and do this differently or do this again. You know?
If I was going to go back and change something in my life, yeah, there's no way that wouldn't screw everything up. Even, like, I've thought about this. If you encountered anyone, like I'm saying, like, if you drove in a car 10 years ago, I think the world would be unrecognizable.
Really?
Yeah, because I think, like, it's so dumb, but, like, you'd stop at a stoplight and somebody was supposed to be first in line, but they were behind you, and then, like, they don't get in a car wreck.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, you know, just something dumb like that.
Yeah.
Full-blown butterfly effect.
Yeah.
Terrible movie. Don't ever watch it.
I don't think I ever have.
Don't. Promise me right now on air that you'll never watch it.
Okay.
Say it.
I don't want to now because I feel like I need to.
All right. It's bad. It's a big bummer. Anyway, if I don't go time machine, which is an excellent answer, I might go the genie from Aladdin.
Ooh.
That's a pretty safe bet.
That's a pretty good one.
And honestly...
Because then I got parameters, you know, I'm limited.
Right.
You know, in terms of that, like, you got 3, you know.
I might use one of my wishes to fix the movie Aladdin. Like, he did it so bad.
You're talking about, like, the new live action one?
Any of them. He made the wrong wishes.
Oh,
and it was like, it's annoying.
He was, he's a young guy in love, dude.
Whatever, dude.
He's a young man in love.
I don't even care.
Yeah, he really did screw that up.
Was it you or Todd that was telling me about the loophole in that?
It wasn't me.
It was probably Todd then. He was saying, like, the obvious loophole is just, like, give Jasmine the lamp when you're done, and she has 3 more wishes.
Wow.
Changes everything. You said no?
No, I said wow.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right.
The genie's tough one. That'd be a cool one.
It's pretty good.
Honestly, Excalibur's not bad. I said that as a joke, but that'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, it would.
Because I think you get powers with that. Some sort of powers.
Do you? You're not just a king? You're not just like whoever's chosen?
I don't know. There's been a couple iterations of that, so I feel like you have some sort of like strength, battle, power type thing.
That'd be sick. That'd be pretty dope. Yeah, Excalibur's pretty good. Yeah, there's also other like things there where it's like, you could even like with the time machine, just an idea, just like how like you could have the idea first,
Say it again.
Like you could have the idea of something first, or like, even like you could have winning lottery numbers, and then like go, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Like or whatever. There's so many options with that.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I think I'll go genie. You'll go
time machine.
Time machine.
Yeah,
and mine's better.
I don't know about that.
I could just wish away that you don't have your time machine.
You only have 3 wishes, though, dude.
You don't think I'd use 2 of them to screw you?
Look, I mean, if you did, that'd be very rude, because I feel like you'd want to, like, help me out.
Yeah, but you're going to go back and screw up everything.
No, I'm not.
You would go back and it would be... I don't know. What would you do? See, that's the thing. You're not giving me anything.
I gave you some ideas just like 2 seconds ago.
With the lottery number thing?
Yeah, or like going back and having an idea first. Like we could do Amazon first.
You think me and you could figure out Amazon?
Yeah, we just put books online.
You make me so tired on the inside.
Really? I think you're tired anyway.
You make my soul tired sometimes.
I don't think so.
Because you're like, we'll just go back and create the internet.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey.
Yeah.
How do you create the internet without Googling how to create the internet?
I don't know, but we'd find somebody. All right, we'd find somebody. We'd go back and we'd do it. And we'd be like, "Look, this is the idea we have." Well, you're not there, but
why wouldn't I be there?
Because I'd find some way to make sure you didn't exist. I'd go back in time.
That's exactly why I'm wishing away your time machine.
You just said you'd use 2 of your wishes from a genie to screw me over.
Well, I didn't mean it.
I didn't mean mine either.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'd probably wish for... It's all selfish. That's the problem with the genie thing.
Well, you got to go. I want like $50 billion or something.
Yeah. The reason time machine's better is if you could find a way to not screw up society as we know it. Mm-hmm. It's just infinite amount of things you could do.
Yeah.
The wishes are just 3.
Yeah.
But 50 billion is pretty cool.
I mean, there's all your other. I mean, there's your time machine, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
No.
Like you only need 1 wish, in my opinion.
Yeah. What's the most selfish wish you'd have?
It'd have to do with something with like lifting or me.
Do you think you'd enjoy lifting and stuff like that though?
No, I know. I've thought about that. That like if it was like I want to get stronger every time I lift, it's like okay, let's
See, that one's not bad.
Yeah,
because there's still
right. You still have to do
some
it.
Work.
Yeah, you still have to do it. Yeah,
that's cool.
That's what I would do. Is something like that.
I think I would do something. This sounds crazy. I think I would do something like I don't need sleep. I think that's probably a terrible idea because you'd go crazy.
Yeah,
but like just to be able to just hang out all night, you'd get so bored. Never mind. I take it.
Yeah, I don't. That one there is just it's
maybe pause time.
You're losing. Oh, like that. He would give you the power to pause time.
Yeah,
that's
a pretty cool one.
Yeah,
you save a lot of lives. If you were like in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
I feel like you could pause time and like walk into like a burning house or something.
Yeah.
I mean, I think flames could probably still burn you if they're paused. I don't know the science. So somebody listening out there is into science.
Science.
If you can
science
pause
guy.
a flame, will it still burn you?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Comment
you can
down
pause
below.
time. Yeah, comment down below if you pause time. Will flames still get you?
Yeah. And then money. And then something dumb. Probably like, I don't know. Talk to animals. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I would. You know what I was thinking? Like something that'd be kind of crazy would be if you were like, I want something that would kind of wouldn't change. It would change your life, of course. But I just mean like if you could do, like for instance, if you could be like, I could make anybody else like their strength or their like physical appearance, like where you could change it. So then like you could, if you were a person that could do that, then you could be like, you'd be the best trainer and coach in the world.
Yeah.
You know, where then it's like you'd be like, you train with me, you're guaranteed to get stronger.
I don't want those powers.
Why?
That's too much pressure, man.
And you say no. I mean, you tell people like, I'm full
Yeah, but
up.
why?
Huh?
Why?
Well, but I'm saying like,
You're gonna deny somebody.
well, I'm saying there'd have to be some parameters to it in your mind. Like there'd have to be something where you couldn't just like think it. Well, you would have to like think it would happen, but I just mean there has to be some parameters. Like, maybe you have to like, something has to happen for you to do that.
Like sacrifice a goat.
No.
What do you mean?
No. All right, guys. Look, it's been a lot of fun. Sacrifice a goat. It's been a lot of fun for everyone but me in this room. And I wish I had a time machine to make that I was never here doing this podcast with Zach.
I had the perfect idea before we leave.
What?
You're gonna like this one.
Okay. You go to hell.
Big Hoss Cartwright.
I'm not doing this with you. I'm not. No, you have ruined all your credibility. I'm not doing this with you.
I have it.
What?
And then what's the pretty guy's name from Highway to Heaven?
Michael Landon.
But like on the show,
Little Joe.
Little Joe, and okay, I have that at least perfect.
Hey,
I can't believe I didn't think of this.
Hey,
you're gonna love this.
You're gonna
love this. Hold on, because this is a comedic duo that will go down in history.
It's not a comedy.
Well, our version of it will have comedic, flashes.
Okay.
I wouldn't call it a full comedy. You're gonna love this.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, just say it.
Big Hoss Cartwright, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and Little Joe, Kevin Hart. Dude, how in are you right now? How in are you right now? Dude, did I do it?
I want everyone to know that this is our last podcast
Dude,
that we're ever going to record.
I'm going to send this to
And this is our last
to DJ, and we're going to get this. We're going to get this in Hollywood.
This whole podcast in general has been fun, but this will be the last time that we record together because Zach's dead to me.
And the dad, you're not gonna see this one coming. This is a twist. Ready? You're not ready.
No.
Rosie O'Donnell.
The dad's Christopher Walken.
Oh man. Or like
You boys
don't bear any resemblance.
Gosh, this has been Big Man Problems, and I just don't even care.
You're a big man problem.
We're out.